I'm gonna see if I can remove that 2-inch spacer in the front.
Oh, make them fit?
Yeah. 'Cause I don't like the way it sticks out on stocks. All right, Mondo, what are we doing right here?
Test fitting the whip.
For what though?
For clearance. Usually on bigger lifts, you can't fit the stock wheel without running spacers. So see sometimes the wheel will hit the knuckle or hit the tie rod, which is more typical in the tie rod. So you usually want to run 2-inch spacers to space it out from the knuckle and the tie rod.
Yep. That's why we added the spacer. If you guys saw the last episode, 2-inch spacer in the front, that gives us the clearance. And I was trying to see if I could get away without putting a spacer, because frankly I don't really like the way it sticks out that much on stock wheels and tires. Yeah, it's not gonna work at all. Yeah, so if I really wanted to match, I'd have to go with 3 or 2-inch spacer in the rear. That'll be really stands out, just even on stock setup.
Only that when your tire would hit the knuckle.
Oh yeah, my tire would hit the knuckle right there. Alright. Thanks for listening to Mondo's TED Talk. Alright, for real this time. Let's see what these tires balance out at. Alright, what's your guess? Mine's 1 ounce.
3.
3, 1 ounce. What about you, Peen? 2. 2? The answer is 350. Oh, that's kind of high for Nittos, isn't it?
For 35.
Eh. Or maybe I just had high hopes. But then again, at least they're not like Venoms, requiring 75 ounces. You have to put a Gatorade bottle in there, full of Gatorade to balance these out. For Alex Hughes' monster. We're back at Elite Innovations today because, as you know, I don't ever do any work on these vehicles. Mondo mounted the wheels and tires for me because clearly I don't have one of these and I don't know how to do it. I feel like everyone out there who builds trucks should have a tire machine in the garage and should be able to mount and balance
their own wheels.
Right?
Yeah, you should.
Today I needed Mondo's help because, well, I don't have the tools in my garage or the knowledge or the skill. So brought it to Mondo's shop, and as always, got the job done for me. You like it? Wicked. Alright, up next, tire pressure relearn. So that way the light doesn't keep showing up. But as he's doing that, let's give you guys a little walk around of this new, I would say the new setup. Technically, we've had this exact setup before. It was leveled on the exact same tires and the wheels. Actually, the exact same wheels, the Denali 2020 Plus Denali stocks with the Nitto Trail grapplers. But if I'm not mistaken, the first set that I had was 35 by 11 and a half. So the width was not as meaty, so it looks pretty good. And now we're on a 5-inch ready lift with the Falcon shocks, and personally this setup is way better than the competitors. And the reason why I say that is these shocks are by far my favorite. They are not as soft as Bilstein's, but not as stiff as Fox shocks, so it's actually like the happy medium personally. Bilstein's, I like the way they ride, but they could be a little too soft. Fox, I like the way they ride, but sometimes when you hit bumps, they can be a little too stiff. And personally, from 5,000 miles of driving in this truck, I really like the Falcon shocks. 5-inch ready lift, 2-inch wheel spacer all the way around. Might do 2.5 or 3-inch in the rear just to match the track width, because the front does stick out a good bit. And the front sticks out from the CV spacers that we have to put during the lift kit installation, which is right here. The part that's powder coated right there by the CV axle. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. I really like this setup on this truck when it was leveled. However, if you have been following for a while or stay up to date, we gave away an LOI Duramax in June. And the winner of that giveaway wanted these wheels and tires on the LOI instead of the 2414 Hostels that we had. That means these 5 stars on 37 1250 with about 50% tread left, Armstrong MT tires. They're kind of like Nitto Mud Grabs copy in a way. So I guess these are for sale. If you guys want these, message me on Instagram. But these are 37s, and we went with 35s. I know you guys are gonna be asking me why I went with 35s, and Mondo asked me the same question earlier, and frankly I didn't think 37s would fit. I ordered these 35s before we even put the 37s on, and personally with the 37s I do scrub a little bit. I've gone on a couple of road trips already with those wheels and tires, and it was kind of a pain getting into tight spaces because I was scrubbing. It was catching the wheel well liner, and this is supposed to be built for practicality. Well, at least this setup is supposed to be for practicality. We will have some wide wheels for show season, but I want to go on a snowboarding trip this year, so yeah, I want to be able to maneuver through the mountains.
So these sensors are 433 hertz. The ones for the truck are 315, so you can't program these sensors with this truck.
Oh, because the newer factory TPMS?
Different hertz.
Ooh, interesting. Alright, I'll mount them. Just kidding. Alright, that's fine. I don't need TPMS sensors. I wonder if I can just disable that light. Thank you, sir. Alright, what do you think?
Looks good.
Yeah? This or the 5 stars?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. It's weird because I put a poll. Last year everybody said 5 stars. Well, earlier last year, early 2023, everybody said 5 stars. Late 2023, everybody said these wheels. So I think these are really growing on people.
Yeah.
And I just think these look way more aggressive. I like that look. Nitto Trail Grapplers. These are pretty decent, like aggressive looking tires, and that combined with these wheels that look aggressive to me look good, whereas the 5 stars just have a really softer, cleaner look. They're just very, very simple, in which they look very good in their own way too. Are we going or not? Wow, took forever. Anywho, it is honestly shocking how good these tires ride. I mean, Overall, just the way it rolls, it feels rounder. Usually how I compare tires, I just feeling rounder. I don't know if that makes any sense. To some of y'all it may make sense, and to some of y'all it may not make sense. It just rides so smooth. It is so quiet. I don't even hear the tires. So now it's really all full on turbo. It is crazy. It is so nice to have Nitto tires again. This is why you go with Nittos.
Well, JW and Stan have come to the rescue to pick up the Cadillac that's done broke down on me. In the rain, got it all loaded up, ready to head back home.